Welcome to Sacramento Company. It's about home, food, and community. It's about style, entertainment. It's about living. We're Sacramento Company.
Good morning and welcome to Sacramento Company. I'm Kristen Samos.
You took a little pause there. I was wondering if you remembered where you were.
My name.
And where you were.
Same place I always am in the morning.
Well, I remember who I am. I'm Guy Ferris. Thanks for joining us.
Coming up on the show today, digital cameras have made it easy to store photos on the computer, but scrapbooking is one of the best ways to keep those memories alive. Today we have an expert who will give us some tips on making scrapbooking fun and easy.
Most of us know that a lifestyle change is essential to losing weight, but how many of us have the willpower? Today we'll meet a man whose transformation from heavy to healthy is proving to be an inspiration to all who meet him.
One who's stuck with his resolutions.
Yes, exactly.
And Museum Day goals come January 1st. They're also two of the toughest.
Yes, they are. Most people want an easy fix, but our first guest has shown us that good old-fashioned healthy eating and exercise combined with determination can be the perfect recipe for a healthy lifestyle. Modesto resident Efren Martinez has lost more than 60 pounds since last March, and he's here to tell us how he is keeping it off. What is your secret?
Well, it's all about exercise and nutrition. You really have to devote yourself. What you say, you have to do. There's really no secret: exercise and nutrition.
Now, you're a fitness instructor now. What was your life like a year ago?
Well, last March of 2004, I decided, I needed a lifestyle change. I'm a disc jockey. I own the Quake Mobile DJ, and for many, many years, I smoked, I drank during the weekends because it was a party. That's what we did,
It's part of the deal.
Part of the deal. And so I just got to a point in my life where I just felt heavy, nothing fit comfortably, and that was it.
Now we're looking
There's
at some
before pictures.
Oh, happy birthday to me. Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Oh, thanks.
Now, it wasn't just that you were a little bit overweight. You were also smoking. You had a lot of health problems that were associated with all of this.
And moving towards some health problems.
Most definitely. My doctor pretty much told me, says, Efren, you need a lifestyle change, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself in an early grave. You don't want to go there. Mm-hmm. So I got down on my knees and I prayed to my Lord Jesus Christ, and He helped me out. And along with the folks at the Stanislaus County YMCA, they've been a great, great help.
They helped you out. And that's where you work now, training.
Is this you?
That's me and my papa.
You're ripped.
I don't know about that, but, I feel really good about it,
You're on the road to ripped.
Oh, that's it.
Now, a lot of people hear that from their doctor. You've got to make a change. You seriously need to lose some weight or stop smoking or whatever the case may be. And you're really motivated for a week or for 2 weeks, and then you fall back into your regular habits. How did you keep from going back to what you've always done?
Backwards.
Smoking was one of the toughest things to stop doing, but I substituted one addiction for another. Basically, I just started running. I started running. All the time I craved a cigarette, I would get on my treadmill, or I'd go for a run. I ran as much as 2 to 3 times a day, 4 to 5 miles a day, different times of the day. I ran so much in the evenings, I walked like a senior citizen. I actually had to have a massage therapist come in and massage my legs in order to get through the rest of the evening. So it was tough.
Now, how long did it take you to get to that point in your life where you were craving working out instead of craving a cigarette? Because, people say the first however many days are really, really difficult.
And you quit cold turkey.
Cold turkey. It's all about what you want to do.
I don't know how people do that.
You just want to, if you want something bad enough, Kristen, then you're going to get it. You're going to reach for it. And that's how it is. Those folks that want an education, they're going to do whatever they can to go out and do it. And basically, I preach self-discipline. Know what you want to do and do it. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it out there. I'm just a regular old Joe.
Now, your lovely wife is sitting in the audience over there watching. How much of a help was she?
She was the best. She was a godsend. She really has helped me out tremendously, and I love her very much for it. She makes sure that I have my half-gallon of water jug every day filled. She makes sure my lunch is prepped for my workouts. See, because my workouts consist of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 5.5 to 6 hours long. And keep in mind, at the YMCA in Stanislaus County, there's a lot of folks there that come in and they work out and they visit and what have you. But I enjoy visiting with them during that time. So my workout is quite long, and then I also teach a Pilates class, or I co-teach a Pilates class as well.
Now, we should say, for most people, it's just not feasible to work out for 6 hours a day. A lot of people don't have that many hours in a day to spare for working out, but there are ways that you can do it.
Most definitely.
Without that. Can you give us some practical tips, particularly on starting? Because I know just making that commitment and sticking with it is really a very hard part.
Well, I started with 1 hour Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I worked my way up to it. And of course, the more you did, the more I needed. And that's kind of how it is. What you want to do is you want to get a regiment started. You want to do the first thing that you do in the morning is run, or spend a little time exercising. In the afternoon, try to incorporate your lunch hour with exercising. Instead of driving to lunch, walk to go get your lunch.
Sure.
Make a healthier decision.
Take some thought and planning.
Exactly.
Now, to give us some perspective, you brought some former pieces of clothing in. Why don't you show us those?
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, these were some of my favorite pieces of clothing back when I was heavy. And this is a sweater. There's a photo that you guys showed there of me and my mama. And the photo actually shows me very, very wearing this, and it fit very tight.
Mm-hmm.
There's another big one. We saw this in the picture, too.
Yeah, it was my birthday shot right there. And I always try to hide my tummy. It's just something that I always try to do, and according to my friends, I did it quite well. So,
sweatshirt.
Now, aside from looking better and being healthier, how do you feel?
I feel great, thanks be to God. I really do. I mean, I can get up in the morning and I can run a 5K in a little over 20 minutes. Before I could barely get up and run to the kitchen. Okay, and of course I worked my way up to it. You start off with walking, and then you go to jogging, and then you run. But ultimately, I feel like a king. I feel the best I've ever felt.
So it can be done, and you just started this last March, so less than a year.
Yeah, you look fantastic. Congratulations.
These are one of my favorite pairs of pants, and if I get up, you could probably fit my whole body.
In one side.
In one side.
Wow.
So it's good that you were able to retire those. Congratulations.
Thank you very much,
Thanks for being here to tell your story.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
If I can just add one thing. This Saturday at the South Wales County YMCA, we're going to be having an open house from the times of 8 to 4, and I encourage all of you folks out there to come visit us. I'll be there answering questions or anything that you might need. We've got a lot of great equipment out there. So
great, and you're a trainer there now.
I am.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Her books about the history of our Golden State are read in colleges across